Okay, a couple things that happened since last night, since I shot my last video. Um, the phone that I use for my EVPs, the battery is swelling, um, and I noticed that there was a tab in the case that I had it in, and the tab was sticking out. I couldn't get it to lay flat. I was like, what the hell is going on? Why is it doing that? So I took it out of the case and I realized the battery was swollen. So I can't use it because I don't want it to explode or, catch fire or something and burn my house down. So I've got it in my fireplace until I can properly dispose of it. You don't want to just throw those in a garbage can either. If it's jostled around a lot, this is why you can't ship them to battery disposal places, because the jostling around could cause the battery to ignite. So if I throw it in the garbage can and all that banging around and they come to empty our garbage and then the garbage truck catches on fire, and it's just, you don't want to do that. So you want to make sure you dispose of your cell phones properly and safely. So I've got it in my fireplace until I can figure out what the hell I'm going to do with it, but I got to get rid of it. So that happened. So I'm gonna have to use this phone or one of my other phones, which also have Parrot. All my phones have Parrot. But the thing about Parrot is what I liked about that phone, the old phone that I was using, was Parrot worked a lot better on that phone because when they did the updating for Parrot, they overproduced it, in my opinion, and they screwed it up, and it doesn't sound anywhere near as clear and as good as it did before. Before they did all those updates, they overproduced it, just like overproducing a movie or a song. You just keep tweaking and tweaking and tweaking until it's just completely screwed up. That's what I think happened. But it does work still. I'm gonna use it on one of my other phones, and I'm going to start testing it and see how well the EVPs will come out. If I have to, I'll just get a digital recorder or I'll download another app to use in place of Parrot. But that's for the near future. Right now, something else had happened. I was sitting on my love seat on Facebook, and I heard a bang, a really loud bang, and it sounded like something fell off of my end table. And I was sitting right here, and my dogs are all around me. So I had one dog here on this arm, another one there, and another one right next to me. And that thing, it's a incense burner that's a smoke waterfall. The smoke comes down and goes through this track, and it looks really cool. That fell off my end table, and I'm like, all right, well, I mean, I could have vibrated it off, or by walk-in, or whatever. I mean, it didn't necessarily have to be paranormal. Well, then when I went to look at my end table to see where it was sitting, I saw this. I have a sand garden, a Zen garden. It's a miniature sand garden, and it's just, look at the sand everywhere, and the marbles are all out of it. And this little pot here that was sitting in like that, and look at all the sand everywhere. I mean, something happened. Something really violent happened to cause that. The the sand and the marbles aren't just going to pop out of there and end up all over the end table. So something significant happened. I'm going to have to. I mean, there's no way for me to know for sure. All I have is the aftermath, which is the sand all over the table, the heavy marbles all over the table, and then the incense burner down on the ground. So I wanted to get that recorded before I cleaned it all up and everything. And I don't know what could have caused that. I mean, I've thought about it, and I talked to my wife just a few minutes ago. She's out of town. Talked to her on the phone, and she said, that's just weird. And I was just like, I don't know what could have caused it. But anyway, that's what happened. That's what happened with my EVP phone, and that's what happened with my glass incense burner that I had on my end table. I also have a quick video that I'm going to attach to the end of this one, where I recorded a disembodied voice. I can hear somebody talking, but I don't know what they're saying. And I started recording after I heard someone cough. I heard a male, cough like this, and that's not the first time I've heard that. I've got that recorded on a couple of other videos. And so I think they usually do that when they want to get my attention and they want me to start recording. And it did, and I did, and I got a disembodied voice. So I'm going to look at that video. If it's of good enough quality, I will attach it to the end of this one. If it's not attached to the end of this one, then I didn't want to waste your time with it. But that's what's been going on so far. A couple of things that happen that are odd, and we're going to go from here. I'll talk to you later. I don't know what that is.